Good morning, children. We are doing second chapter of geography, physical features of India. Let us revise what we have learned so far. You learned about three types of plate boundary: divergent plate boundary, transform plate boundary, and convergent plate boundary. Causes of plate movement. Plates at our planet's surface move because of the intense heat in the Earth's core that causes molten rock in the mantle layer to move. It moves in a pattern called a convection cell that forms when warm material rises, cools, and eventually sinks down. As the cooled material sinks down, it is warmed and rises again. The movement of the plate results in the building up of stresses within the plate and the continental rock above, leading to folding, faulting, and volcanic activity. Today we are going to learn about the Himalayan mountains. The Himalayas, geologically young and structurally old mountains, stretch over the northern borders of India. Here you can see on the map of India from north towards the eastern part of our country in brown color. These mountain ranges run in a west-east direction from the Indus to the Brahmaputra. The Himalayas represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged mountain barriers of the world. They form an arc which covers a distance of about 2,400 kilometers. Their width varies from 400 kilometers in Kashmir to 150 kilometers in Arunachal Pradesh. The altitudinal variations are greater in the eastern half than those in the western half. The Himalaya consists of three parallel ranges in the longitudinal extent. The northernmost range is known as the Great or Inner Himalayas or the Symmetry. It is the most continuous range consisting of the loftiest peaks with an average height of 6,000 meters. It contains all the prominent Himalayan peaks. In the previous slide, we spoke about Himalayas, and in that it was said that Himalayas are known as the young fold mountains. Now, what do you understand by this? And why do they call young fold mountains? Because they have been formed only few million years ago. They were formed because of the folding of the Earth's crust due to tectonic activity, which means they are formed when two tectonic plates collide with one another. Can you see this in the picture? Sediment on seabed, then the plate movement is happening in the second picture, and in the third picture, because of the collision, the mountains have been formed. To understand more clearly how this activity of tectonic plates takes place and how the whole mountains are formed, here one picture is displayed on your screen. If you are noticing that, in that you can see these two green boxes which are the tectonic plates, and in between that layers of towels are being placed to show the sediments on the seabed, and when these two tectonic plates are pushed towards each other, the towels are coming up and showing us the folds, and that is how it happens when the fold mountains are formed due to the collision of tectonic plates. Now here you can see the northern part of our country's map, where we can clearly able to see the Himalayan mountains. As I told you before, that the Himalaya consists of three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent. The northernmost range is known as the Great or Inner Himalayas, or also known as Himatri. This is the Himatri range, which starts from the northwestern part of our country and it is going towards the east, and it is the most continuous range consisting of the loftiest peaks with an average height of 6,000 meters. You can see here, these are continuous range, not broken anywhere. Below that, the range lying to the south of the Himalaya forms the most rugged mountain system and is known as Himachal. The ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. The altitude varies between 3,700 and 4,500 meters and the average width is of 50 kilometers. Can you see these are not continuous, these are broken ones. While the Pir Panjal range forms the longest and the most important range. The Dhauladhar and the Mahabharat ranges are also prominent ones. This range consists of the famous valley of Kashmir, the Kangra and Kulu Valley in Himachal Pradesh. This region is well known for its hill stations. The last one, can you see the outermost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivaliks. Here these are the Shivaliks. They extend over a width of 10 to 50 kilometers and have an altitude varying between 900 and 1,100 meters. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments brought down by rivers from the main Himalayan ranges located farther north. These valleys are covered with thick gravel and alluvium. The longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalaya and the Shivaliks are known as the dunes. Can you see here in between this? Dunes are there. Dehradun, Kotli Dune and Patli Dune are some of the well-known dunes. Now in this slide, you can clearly see the highlighted range which is known as the northernmost range or the Great or Inner Himalayas or the Himalayas. Now in this slide, the highlighted range lying to the south of the Himalayas is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalaya. Now on this slide, the highlighted part is showing the outermost range of the Himalayas. It's called the Shivaliks. Just revise again the Great or Inner Himalayas, the Lesser Himalaya or Himachal or the Shivaliks. First of all, the Great or Inner Himalayas. This is the northernmost range and is also known as Symmetry. This is the most continuous range. It contains the loftiest peaks. The average height of peaks is this. In this range is 6,000 meters. All the prominent Himalayan peaks are in this range. The poles of the Great Himalayas are asymmetrical in nature and the core of this part is composed of granite. Because of the lofty height, the peaks of this range are perennially snowbound. The Lesser Himalayas or Himachal, this lies towards the south of the Great Himalayas. The altitude of peaks in this range varies from 3,700 meter to 4,500 meter. Average width of this range is 50 kilometers. This range is mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. The last one is the Shivaliks. This is the outermost range of the Himalayas. The altitude varies between 900 and 1,100 kilometers in this range and the width varies between 10 to 50 kilometers. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments. The longitudinal valleys lying between the Himachal and Shivaliks are called dunes. As we learned, Himadri is the most continuous range consisting of the loftiest peaks with an average height of 6,000 meters. It contains all the prominent Himalayan peaks. Here, some of the highest peaks of the Himalayas are displayed on your screen. Everest, 8,848 meters, which is in Nepal. Next is K2, to 8,611, which is in POK, and next is Kanchenjunga 8,586. So technically we can say that Kanchenjunga is the highest peak in India, which lies towards the Nepal and Sikkim. Besides the longitudinal divisions, the Himalayas have been divided on the basis of regions. These divisions have been demarcated by river valleys. Punjab Himalayas, this part lies between the Indus and Satluj from west to east. This is also known as Kashmir Himalaya and Himachal Himalaya, respectively. The next one is Kumaon Himalayas. This part lies between river Satluj and Kali River. Nepal Himalayas, this part lies between the Kali and Tista rivers. Assam Himalayas, this part lies between the Tista and Bihang rivers. There are regional names also in these broad categories. The Brahmaputra marks the easternmost boundary of the Himalayas beyond the Bihang Gorge. The Himalayas bend sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of India. They are known as the Purvachal or the eastern hills and mountains. These hills running through the northeastern states are mostly composed of strong sandstones, which are sedimentary rocks covered with dense forests. They mostly run as parallel ranges and valleys. The Purvachal comprises the Patkai Hills, the Naga Hills, Manipur Hills, and the Mizo Hills. As I told you, the Brahmaputra River marks the easternmost boundary of the Himalayas. You can see here the river's name is Sanpo, but when it enters into India, the name is Brahmaputra.
Hope children?
Beyond the Bihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of India. Here this I wanted to show you. See how these mountains have bent sharply from eastern part towards the south of our country. And it is covering the entire eastern boundary.
Hope children, you are clear with the Himalayas. Please read the textbook which is there on your link, and do whatever the little activities I am attaching here at the TED link. Thank you.